Okay.
All right, we'll take an opening statement, Coach Haley first, and then we can open up the questions with me and Brady. The camera's ready. You guys ready?
Everybody ready?
All right, go ahead, Coach.
All right, obviously not the result we wanted, especially being our first game back here in Memphis. I thought it was great fan support, great energy, great atmosphere. All those things lived up to the billing that we kind of expected and we're looking forward to. Give credit to Philadelphia. They're a good team. We didn't make enough plays, and we did too many things to hurt us in critical situations. We just talked about it in the locker room. We turned the ball over in the scoring zone. We missed a couple kicks that were critical. We had a critical penalty on a 3rd and million play by our defense that I didn't get to see, unfortunately. I just saw the aftermath of it, so it sounded like it was a legit penalty. So, we just didn't make enough plays when we had to, but I like the resilience and fight that this team showed coming out of the gate.
Go ahead.
Todd, I'm sure you're not a fan of moral victories, but the second half was much better than the first. Do you take anything from that?
I mean, I take something from the whole game. I mean, I thought the guys, we could have got down on ourselves. We didn't. We came out ready to go. Defense got a big stop. Offense took the ball down the field. We made a couple big plays. Big catch there by Ryan and throw by Brady. I thought Alex Collins showed a bunch. It took, we warmed up to the run a little too much, and by the time we got it going a little bit, we were in a position where we probably had to throw it more than we wanted to.
So after looking, obviously I know it's still fresh. We'll go back and look at the tape later on. But based off of the time you guys were able to have working up to the season, what did you think about just the preparedness of the team?
Some of the things that we really stressed, not creating, not having bad penalties, some of the things that kicked us in the butt last year with our other team. I thought we handled the emotions of a pretty emotional environment really well. The horse collar penalty, that's going to happen. It can't happen, but, we got to make a better decision in that area. But I thought overall we were pretty disciplined. The things that we've been stressing for us to be a good team and the things that get you beat as a team, we didn't do a lot of those. It came down to execution. We got to make field goals. We got to make extra points. We did a great job on field goal block with a couple blocks that were critical in keeping the game in a good spot. But, we just got to execute in those critical moments that give you a chance to win.
You mentioned the blocks. You also had 5 sacks. How do you feel the defensive line played up front against a guy?
Yeah, I thought Jordan Williams and 98. How do you say? I never Valaga. And Reeves. I mean, they were creating some pressure. I mean, their game plan. Obviously, they came out throwing the football a ton. They weren't attempting to run it. So whether you give credit to our guys or just that was their plan. We got to do a better job defending the pass than we did in some areas. We got to find a way to create a turnover. But, those guys got after it, and they created some havoc. You'd just like to see the ball come out on one of them.
Brady, we've asked you a million variations of what's it like to be back here. I think this might be the last one, but it does get more real than the first game with this team back at the stadium. So what were the emotions like for you?
In terms of the, like Coach touched on, in terms of the support from the city, that was super awesome to see. But in terms of just the overall day, I'm pissed. So that explains my emotions.
How would you evaluate the performance?
Not good enough, man. You got to make plays. I put this 100% on me. I know we had some other stuff that, and it's a team game and everyone can say that, but as a quarterback, I feel the weight of the plays that I did not make. And I turned the ball over early. That hurts us. That takes away 3 points off the board. And then just down the stretch, there's a couple of plays, not that we turned it over, but just didn't complete the football. And so that's on me 100%. I told the guys after the game that I'm going to be better, but I'm excited. I'm ready to go. I'm motivated.
Brady, you aren't a stranger to being in close games in this situation. So having that experience, how do you think that will kind of just help you just refocus and bounce back for the next game?
Yeah, I'm not even worried about it. I mean, we were 100% going to go win that game right there. No doubt about it. And obviously it didn't happen, and it's frustrating, but We're going to bounce back, no doubt about it. I'm not worried. We got a great attitude and camaraderie amongst the team. No heads are hanging. Obviously, it just hurts, man. It stings. This means a lot to us all. So we're going to bounce back for sure.
We know what Alex has done in the NFL. Sharing backfield with him, and he showed juice on a lot of different plays today.
Yeah.
How exciting is that for you?
Yeah, I love AC, man. He's a really good player. Obviously, he had a strong performance, and I believe if you asked him, he probably believes that he can even perform even better. But you got to give credit to him. You got to give credit to the O-line, who played very well. Obviously, we're going to go watch the film and clean things up, but I thought they did a good job as well. And we're just going to make sure offensively, I'm going to make sure that we're on point. It starts with me.
I'll say that about Alex. You know, you get the credit when you're running the football or catching out of the backfield, but the touchdown throw by Brady to Ryan, he had a tremendous blitz pickup, and I think that's what we're so excited about with him. I mean, he's a legit runner, and at the same time, he's smart, understands that he has some dirty things about his job he has to do, and he embraces that.
Absolutely.
Coach, apologize if you already addressed this in your opening remarks, but just atmosphere in terms of feeling accepted. How did you feel about all
Oh, the atmosphere was awesome. I mean, really, I know for all of, I'm speaking for everyone, but it was exciting. And, you know, what they were doing in between timeouts, not, you know, we're focusing on other things, but you'd have to be dumb not to realize what's going on around you. And just the crowd support and the energy, and that's something that our team's going to be able to use. I mean, unfortunately today it didn't go the way we wanted it to, but that exceeded all expectations, at least in my opinion, on how everybody came out and just the work that goes into getting ready to produce and play a football game, you know, in a stadium like this.
You mentioned the horse collar penalty, which to everyone watching sidelines, like, oh, it's super late, but that's kind of how it goes in the league, where they can go back and review things. Curious.
They said it wasn't reviewed. They said it was called on the field. And the first thing I do on any play like that, you know, especially a downs play, you know, that you know you're going to get the football back, is you scan the field for a flag. And because of where it happened, I guess it was over there. But I asked that exact question, if it was something called from, you know, back in L.A. or if it was called on the field. They said it was called on the field. So.
Well, I was going to ask, you guys have obviously been through this for a year. Do you get used to that? It's different than anything you've ever done in football in your life, just where flags can come in super late like that on review from LA, essentially.
No, I've seen it all, so it's fine. It's part of the game, and those guys got a very difficult job. And I thought, you know, they did a good job today. I thought that crew did a very good job. Like I said, I just didn't see the play. You know, I know some people were asking, you know, the one play where Ryan, I think it was never touched or whatever. That, you know, I didn't see that, but they were saying that was a potentially reviewable play. But you know, we don't have guys up in the box. You know, we have a pretty skeleton crew, you know, as a coaching staff. So you got to rely on your on-field instincts, and you know, it was what it was.
Coach, you put Kelly in the second quarter. Was that the plan all along?
No, I wouldn't say that we planned it. I think that he earned an opportunity because, you know, in our scrimmage, in a couple situations, he got more 2-minute than Brady did, just by the way the scrimmage and things like that worked out, and he did a really good job. You know, and he's done a very good job in practice. So, you know, as have all the quarterbacks. But, you know, you got to make those decisions. It was 2-minute. He's had a little more experience than Brady, at least this year, doing it. Brady took it like a pro and helped us on the sideline, rooting him on to try to get something done, you know, during that situation.
Okay, guys, and that was our last question. We're going to have some Zoom questions now. Right?
Is there anybody who has a Zoom question? Rico, go ahead.
Well, I think it started with we got some stops on defense. The offense, you know, we got a little momentum going, which we weren't able to really do in the first half, you know, for a lot of different reasons. You know, like I said, we eased into the run game a little too much, but we just started playing complementary football much better, you know, and that's what we said at halftime. You know, we needed to play together as a group, you know, not just in offense, not just defense, but special teams included. And I think that's what you saw. When the defense gets a stop, that gives the offense energy and excitement. The offense came out and made a couple huge plays to take us down the field, and we just got into a rhythm and started executing.
Any more questions from local media?
Is for you, is the play that takes you off the most going to be the interception of the first drive?
They're all going to piss me off. I mean, I don't think that because it's so early, it doesn't piss me off the most, because I believe, in like the later drives, there's plays that just were incomplete, or that I 100% know I can make that play. And even at the end, that ball, I had JJ. I have to go watch it back to see what else was going on, but it didn't, you got to give him a chance to even make the play, and I kind of short-armed it, and they all sting, man. It's not one that really stands out, but like Coach mentioned, and just in football in general, you can't turn the ball over in the red zone. And going into that play, I knew trying to check it down, something happens, but it's just inexcusable. So, but you got to move on. I was happy that we bounced back. We ended up going down the next drive and scoring, and then like Coach touched on another question, I think we kind of found our rhythm as a team, and you kind of saw that a little bit. We just didn't finish the job today.
We're good. All right, thanks, Brady.
Thanks, guys.
All right, thank you.